Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the price of Bitcoin. This is going to be a very quick video. I've been trying to do higher quality, better camera videos, but it's either this or nothing. So please bear with me. So I was looking at a different perspective on the chart. And what I did was I went back to the all-time high of 2017 when Bitcoin hit $20,000. And I wanted to basically compare the top of $20,000 and then in comparison to the top of $69,000. And so far it has been 213 days since Bitcoin hit $69,000. So I wanted to go back to 2017, go from all-time high 213 days out, and kind of just take a look at the charts. So the bottom here is it hit 20,000 in 2017, and obviously 213 days later would be 2018. So we're looking in this area right here was about 213 days out. And I was kind of looking over here to Bitcoin's chart currently and making some comparisons to see if there were some similarities. So after basically 213 days, we saw Bitcoin jump 40%. This is a 40% run here as it was met by the 200 DMA. You can see here the green is a 200 DMA. So I went ahead, jumped over to today's current chart, and was like, okay, well, if we go from here up to the 200 DMA, that puts us at 38%, which is very interesting. Okay, very similar numbers there. I've said in a previous video how I do think that Bitcoin is going to hit about $38,000 in the month of June. I think that it could also happen in the first couple weeks of August, but I do think that it's going to come. My particular plan is I think I'm actually going to sell off quite a bit. Not Bitcoin. I think I'm going to hold on to all my Bitcoin. I'm probably going to sell off all of my altcoins as well as majority of my Ethereum. And that's just kind of what I'm thinking now. Things can change, but that's my particular game plan. And I want to do that because I want to go into a stable coin position, earn 9, 10, 11, 12% back on my stable coins. And if you missed my video yesterday, I did an in-depth review on Hodlnaut, which is one way that you can earn interest on your cryptocurrency for new deposits, right? So we know that a lot of these websites, BlockFi, Celsius, and Nexo, they're not accepting new deposits to earn interest on. So if you want an opportunity to earn yield on your cryptocurrency for new deposits, yield is an option for you. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link down below for Hodlnaut. And if you actually deposit $1,500, you can get 50 USDC after, I believe it's a 31-day period of time. So the bottom chart here is 2018, and once Bitcoin jumped that 40%, I'm sure many people were excited. They thought the bear market was over, and then boom, Bitcoin drops. How much? Bitcoin drops nearly 30%. And then it chopped sideways, and it was kind of bouncing in between 6,000 and 7,000 for quite a few months here. I'm sure people got really, really bored during that period of time. And then Bitcoin took a massive hit after that. So let's see here from a percentage perspective what it did. It dropped about 55% after toggling between $6,000 and $7,000. And you could see the Bitcoin continued to just trade in these tightening ranges between, you could see here, 4,000 and about 3,300 for months and months and months and months. And then finally, in 19 here, it kind of had a little bit of a run. It gave people quite a bit of hope. But then, we can't forget, right? I mean, Bitcoin went back up to about $14,000. And then it went back down to $6,000 for a long period of time. And as we know, in March of 2020, it had this massive down day where it hit, depending on which exchange, $3,000 to $4,000. So I wouldn't anticipate that particular thing again, but in the short term, I am anticipating in the next month, it could be 2 months, but I think it's going to be closer to about a 4-week period of time. We're going to see Bitcoin run 40%. If we're going to get really excited, they're going to think the bear market's over, and then boom. Bitcoin will continue to drop even more. So Bitcoin is currently sitting at just above $30,000. Remember that Bitcoin will always go lower than you could ever imagine and go higher than you could ever imagine. Today I was listening to 𝘱𝘱𝘭𝘭𝘺. I listen to his videos a lot. And he was saying, oh, it's been such a rough bear market for Bitcoin holders. And I'm like, it's only been 213 days since we've seen all-time highs. I mean, it's really not that bad. I mean, we're sitting at $30,000. When you zoom out and look at everything, I mean, shoot, in 2020, we literally hit $3,000, $4,000. So I'm going to go ahead and do a deeper dive here on Bitcoin quickly. This right here is a weekly chart. This candle's looking okay. I still want to see that green crossing over the red, but I would still be cautious because it happened here and things didn't really turn out all that great. I mean, it could be a good indicator, but it's not always, it's like a 90% kind of a thing if you kind of go back and replay it. This right here is a daily chart on Bitcoin, which failed to make a higher high, unfortunately. We're seeing a little bit of a pullback here. But like I said, this 200 moving average will continue to slope down, okay? And so if it continues sloping, okay, I don't think that Bitcoin is going to start trading above it. This right here puts us at June 30th. I would kind of anticipate it to be here, and that puts Bitcoin at just under $38,000. So the longer the Bitcoin takes to make the run to the 200 DMA, the longer the Bitcoin takes, the lower that high is going to be, in my opinion. So let's go take a look at the 12-hour chart here on Bitcoin. 12-hour chart doesn't really look good, doesn't really look strong. It's not giving us a ton of information. 4-hour chart, also not looking too good. 1-hour chart here is trending. Well, actually, Bitcoin did not make a lower low, so that was good there. But I opened the charts today. Bitcoin is down a little bit. I'm like, let me take a wild guess. Wild guess. SPY is down today. And indeed, SPY was down today. So what's today, the 9th? Let's see. On the day here, let me go ahead and pull that up and see from a percentage point. Wow, down 2.5%, which is actually quite a bit. Let's compare that to Bitcoin and see how much Bitcoin was down since the opening of the market. Let's see here, the 9th. Bitcoin down, actually less. Wow, about 1.7%. So Bitcoin didn't actually drop as far as SPY did today, which is pretty wild. So that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, if you want to earn some interest on new deposits, Hodlnaut is a great option. I have been using it for just a month. I gave an in-depth review yesterday, but it's a new option that I'm using to earn interest on new deposits. So Hodlnaut, WeBull are the kind of the two that I'm focusing on right now. So that is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.